Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Moonkey here on Twitter posting this. I actually didn't know this. Looks like smart contracts on the XRPL were tried over 10 years ago and were never implemented. Fast forward to today, and it looks like it was the right call. Not only did XRP appreciate a lot since then, at one point reaching the number 1 or 2 spot, but now we're implementing the best of the smart contracts world into the XRP ledger, natively and with sidechains. So, sometimes it's not the first idea that works out. And that's with anything in life, not just with the crypto world. All the best battle-tested features from other ecosystems without sacrifices in speed, costs, centralization, and security. Instead of 10 AMMs, we have 1 AMM for all. Instead of 15 DEXs, we have 1 DEX for all. Highest liquidity, lowest friction, fair to all, controlled by no one, and actually superior to Web 2 solutions. What might look like a loss to some, to me, it looks like an overwhelming victory. So, just another perspective here from someone else in the XRP community with regards to the development of the XRP ledger. I don't doubt for a second that, the guys over there developing on the XRP ledger know what they're doing. I think we've got a really smart team of people working on it. And the demand, guys, of course, that is what's going to increase the price of XRP. Now, as of the time of this recording, we're seeing an XRP hovering in and around 50 cents. We're not seeing that demand quite yet. Of course, we are still trading in a spec market, but over now many interviews, we've heard it from many different people, including from my memory, 2 Ripple employees, namely Monica Long from the video I did yesterday, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner, and Brad Garlinghouse. At a different point in time, this was several months ago, they both said independently that they see the real-world utility kicking in 2024 and into 2025. Now, separately from that, I know I've heard Brad Garlinghouse in the past saying that XRP needs to be liquidity, right? That has been the key for XRP, not just price appreciation, but for XRP utility to thrive in the market. And unfortunately, because XRP lost liquidity back in here, we did not see a new high. There was not enough people trading it at that point in time, so we could not see that demand. We could not see the demand go up. Supply was remaining stagnant, but the demand was just not there because there were no on and off ramps to trade XRP in the United States because of the lawsuit. Well, guys, 2024 is now looking very, very different. Real world demand will be coming into the space, and it wasn't even just Monica Long and Brad Garlinghouse that was suggesting that we're going to see real utility catch up to, the rest of the world in 2024 and 2025. I believe, too, that Coinbase made a comment on that as well a few weeks ago. So, guys, prepare for something exciting to happen. I have no doubt that XRP will surpass its all-time high in this bull run. I know it has not been a very exciting performer over the last several years now. I mean, 2018, that was the high, guys. Early January 2018. And I remember when XRP did hit that high, I was so new and so green to the space at that time. And look at that. This was me taking a photo. I was so excited. I think I had been in crypto for all of 1 month at this point, and XRP was trading at $2.10. Yeah, this is around Christmas time, I think just after Christmas 2017. And guys, of course, everything after that is history, recorded in the history books, an all-time high of over $3 per XRP. The XRP community is hoping that we can at least get back to that all-time high. I think, an all-time high would be a first good milestone. And then once we do surpass that all-time high, it's all really going to depend on where we are in this cycle at that point in time. That would bring us to the 1.618 if we're looking at the Fibonacci on the most recent trend here, bringing XRP up somewhere in and around here, $2.96. Of course, it did go a little higher on certain exchanges. I think, though, I hope we can do a full fib over $7 per XRP. But guys, that's all really going to depend on where the market is, what Bitcoin's doing at that point in time, what altcoins tend to be doing, and what the institutional money is looking like by 2025. If you guys want to follow me on my trading journey, I've switched it up this time around. You can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is only $5 a month, and I've kept it relatively affordable because I want you guys to follow me during this journey, during this bull run. I feel like I didn't cash out enough cryptocurrency in the last bull run, and if you guys feel the same, you can follow me over there at Patreon. I'm basically showing you guys what I'm trading, showing you guys me pushing the buy button and eventually pushing the sell button once we do cash out for mega profits. So yeah, I have learned a lot since then. And I mean, even the last bull run, it's always a learning experience. Michael Branch here posting this now in this morning's video. We did talk a little bit about the Ripple stablecoin. Brad Garlinghouse did make the rounds. I'll link this morning's video up here if you guys didn't catch it. But this was one important point here. Okay, Ripple's plans for global expansion and US dollar stablecoin launch by 2027. So I don't remember them talking about a specific date there, but apparently it's looking like maybe 2027. Ripple is setting its aim beyond the US, but it doesn't mean it will supersede the markets. 95% of its customers are currently international, where it does the bulk of its business around the globe. This strategic shift addresses the slower US market adoption issue, which is primarily caused by tighter and more extensive regulatory frameworks. Garlinghouse highlighted the dramatic growth in these markets overseas and the importance in driving the company's global focused expansion. And the expansion, okay, this becomes the next plan for the company as it may launch the US dollar-backed stablecoin. By adopting a new foreign currency, the bank reacts to the emerging trend of the stablecoin market, which is currently worth about $150 billion, and is expected to enjoy immense growth. The underlying focus of Garlinghouse's claim is to integrate traditional banking with cutting-edge crypto technology by creating an instrument of security regulation and worldwide access. And I think, I don't think, to be honest, this article does this issue much justice. So I thought I would actually bring up the clip here from Brad Garlinghouse on Fox Business from yesterday, courtesy of Jack the Rippler. Listen to this. I guess I should say this is the clip. If you guys caught this morning's video, I showed the first half of the clip, but this is the clip specifically where Brad talks about stablecoins. Listen to this.
And the stablecoin?
Oh, the stablecoin. So like Ripple has always been about how do we bridge this new world with a traditional kind of, people call it TradFi, traditional finance. And Ripple has always been that bridge. We started around payments and we sell into banks. A stablecoin, the demand for stablecoins has exceeded, I think, what people thought. It's a $150 billion asset class right now. Some forecast it to be over 2-3 trillion in a few years. The players in that space, particularly one called Tether, is a non-US based entity. And the US, frankly, is kind of going after that because they want this to be regulated. Just yesterday, there's a new bill introduced in the Senate to create some stablecoin legislation, which I think is a positive step of like, hey, finally, we might get some forward momentum there. But I think that market's going to grow a lot. I think a U.S.-based player who is compliance first has a great role to play.
It's a great story to tell. Brad, thank you so much for being here.
So a compliance first stablecoin, i.e. Ripple's stablecoin. These guys got into the game knowing full well that the stablecoin market was going to be regulated. So, they're kind of starting from scratch here. And again, I did see a little tag in here saying that the stablecoin market's going to go up, to $2.8 trillion by 2028. However, I do not see a timeline for Ripple stablecoin, although Cryptopolitan here is suggesting that it will be 2027. I really do hope it's sooner than that. Nevertheless, wanted to thank Jack the Rippler and Michael Branch and Moonkey here for these last few tweets. Now, Ripple partners Temenos, guys, continuing their expedition to onboard new clients. Leading fund administrator Alter Domus goes live on Temenos. They are a leading platform for tech-enabled fund administration, private debt, and corporate services for the alternative investment industry. And guys, they have just now recently gone live on Temenos' automated fund management platform. With large operations in the US, Alter Domus has more than 5,100 employees across 38 offices globally, solely focused on alternative investments. The firm has $2.2 trillion of assets under management and serves 85% of the top 30 asset managers, helping them to handle the complexities of fund management through advanced technology and multi-jurisdictional expertise. So they're looking at the ELTIF 2.0 regulations. Don't know what that is. That's apparently did come into effect January 2024, but apparently this is making alternative investments more accessible to a large pool of retail investors. So you guys can see where, the Temenos integration would be beneficial for, now all these other types of alternative financial companies. Alter Domus wanted to quickly implement a scalable, cost-efficient platform that could manage a significant increase in transaction volumes. So enter Temenos, guys, leveraging RippleNet and the XRP ledger. The fund administrator chose Temenos multi-funds global investment services to automate and streamline its investment operations, initially for transfer agencies across Europe, with the possibility to move over to other activities and geographies onto the platform in the future. So here, looks as though Ripple-enabled Temenos now helping out in other ways, leveraging the XRP ledger for, again, payments were the first vertical, but it can do so much more than that. And, maybe the first, idea wasn't necessarily the best, but this is why it's great to have these developers working on making the XRPL more robust, making it more functional, and making it more efficient than the competition. This is where we're ultimately going to see more demand, guys, through these humongous Ripple partners, one of them being Temenos. This is, one of my top 3 in terms of Ripple partnerships. So a big player here, really knocking it out of the park. And this sounds, again, like more of a complicated integration and a complicated application than just simply cross-border payments. So some great news there coming from the Temenos camp. Also wanted to talk about this a little bit, tracking from the Wrath of Kahneman, Al Ansari Exchange. We know they're also a Ripple partner, guys. Now they're collaborating with CB UAE's unit to collaborate and foster digital payments. So the Al Ansari Exchange, a subsidiary of Al Ansari Financial Services, did partner with this company here, the Al Ithnad Payments Company, and the Central Bank of the UAE to boost seamless payments. So we know Ripple is already enabled in the United Arab Emirates. It is a Sharia-compliant cryptocurrency, so it has already been adopted in many different countries in the Middle East. Central banks in Kuwait and Oman and Qatar, I do believe, as well, and Saudi Arabia. I do believe that those central banks all do have a Ripple connection. Well, guys, now Al Ansari Exchange customers have access to simple, secure, and instant digital payments, such as money transfers, bill settlements, and peer-to-peer payments via the recipient's mobile number, email, or QR code. By linking their accounts to the Ani app, Al Ansari Exchange customers can implement their transactions at any of the Al Ansari Exchange branches across the UAE. This initiative aligns with Al Ansari Exchange's objectives to back the UAE's government commitment to digitize the economy and advance the financial sector. So, I mean, there's got to be a Ripple connection here. Al Ansari Exchange has, publicly gone on the record saying we are partners with Ripple. We are going to integrate their solutions for cross-border payments specifically. So I would assume that, working with the Central Bank of the UAE to collaborate to foster digital payments with a well-known Ripple partner, well, that to me just seems very, very obvious in my opinion. But anyway, I guess we're going to continue tracking this further. Wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. And NFTs, guys, are going to be a massive part of this new initiative by SBI. This one courtesy of XRP Crypto Wolf. Ripple exec on SBI initiative. This is going to be huge. This one coming from, I believe it was Emi Yoshikawa. Yeah, Ripple's VP of Corporate Strategy and Operations. She recently took to the X platform to comment on the recent XRPL-driven initiative by Japanese giant SBI Holdings, describing it as a huge deal. SBI intends to use the XRP ledger in order to issue visitor non-fungible tokens for their Expo 2025, an upcoming World Expo that is going to be held in Osaka, Japan. So guys, actually using NFTs for a real-world application. It will be possible to get NFTs of Mayuku, the official character of the Expo, by visiting the Expo and completing various missions. Visitors can also get additional NFTs if they use the Expo mobile application. It is worth noting that the event is going to attract 28 million visitors. XRPL validator Vet has opined that the inclusion of the XRPL NFTs will have to be substantially increase their visibility, or will have to, substantially increase their visibility and showcase their ability to serve real-world purposes. And I think this is exactly the trap that Ripple doesn't want to fall into. The fact that, okay, yeah, we can issue NFTs on the XRP ledger, but we don't want to make it about JPEGs and lame artwork that people are purchasing for overinflated prices on the XRP ledger. We want to show the world that NFTs do have a place in this world, and it's not just for nonsense reasons. So NFTs definitely a thing, and I even have to explain to people in my real world, people who know I'm in crypto, and they joke because they remember the last crypto bull run. I tell them I'm in crypto, and they're like, "Yeah, man, NFTs, right?" And I'm just like, guys, you have no clue what's going on. You just saw what was happening in the media. You are the reason why institutions dump on retail. And you're the reasons why crypto has a bad name. If you get into the right projects at the right time, well, you can be rich too. 9 times out of 10, nobody takes me up on talking to me further, though, about this. That's their loss, I guess. Luckily, I've got you guys watching the show because we can learn a lot. We're constantly learning as the news is coming out. So here we're seeing NFTs being developed on the XRP ledger and going to see a real-world application. Now, is this going to drive XRP price up higher? Probably not this single instance. But guys, 28 million visitors. Maybe some of them will be using NFTs, maybe not all of them. However, every little bit counts. This is what's ultimately going to drive XRP price, the demand to the XRP ledger, demand for XRP coming down the pike. And Emi Yoshikawa, here's the official tweet here, courtesy of XRP drops at the World 2025 Expo in Osaka. This again is happening next year. Official NFTs will be minted on the XRP ledger and will be distributed to millions of visitors. So maybe it is that you do have to have an NFT for entry, although it does sound like it is a Miyaku, some kind of a video game thing. Anyway, here you guys go. I will link all this in the description. You can get NFTs by visiting the expo and completing missions. You can get additional NFTs by using the Expo mobile app payment, or the payment app. And you can also mint NFTs on your own. So for more details, you can click here, guys. Again, I will link this in the description of the video. So wanted to thank Emi Yoshikawa and, of course, XRP Drops just for posting that. And, of course, XRP Crypto Wolf too. So XRP's price, guys. Getting back to this, I got to say, the other thing that we haven't really talked about recently, that I know I've talked about months ago, maybe even a year or plus ago, is this idea that Ripple is going to IPO probably near the top of the market, top-ish, maybe, of the market. I mean, it's beneficial for them if they took a page out of Coinbase's playbook. You remember what happened with Coinbase, right? Or do you remember when the market hit a top over here? This is such a obvious thing in hindsight, but the market, okay, so they decided to IPO basically on the it's just laughable, to be honest with you. Basically on the day, okay, April 14th, 2021, when the market saw its first all-time high. I get the feeling that people in the know knew exactly what was happening. This is the Bitcoin chart, guys, and April 14th, 2021. Now, I mean, Bitcoin did make a double top, but as you guys probably know, a lot of altcoins were topping in and around April 14th. I know for a fact, I think that was the day XRP did top out over there. So this is the right in there. That right in there. That was when Coinbase decided to IPO. So you guys get the point there. Pretty much the top of the market. They decided to IPO. And sure enough, right at that point, the market did come back down. The bottom of the market was December 2022. Sure enough, Coinbase did bottom with the rest of the crypto market, created this inverted head and shoulders pattern, and now the price of Coinbase stock is back up. So guys, if Ripple decides to do the same thing, they are likely going to IPO. They're likely going to bank on the FOMO. What I'm going to do, probably buy Ripple stock, but not if they IPO right away in the midst of a bull market. Seriously, the same rules apply for cryptocurrency as they do for Ripple stock or any cryptocurrency stock. By the way, buy when we're in a bear market, guys. So probably not till the end of 2026, maybe 2027, even if they decide to IPO in 2024 or 2025. So discussion surrounding this imminent Ripple IPO have drastically dropped in recent times as the community focuses on more contemporary issues like XRP's underperformance. Okay, that's a bit of a downer way to start this article. Nevertheless, the prospect of a Ripple IPO is certainly still on the table. While the blockchain payments firm Ripple has not confirmed any projected date for its IPO, their CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, has acknowledged the possibility of a forthcoming IPO. Moreover, Wall Street veteran Linda Jones disclosed last August that research from PitchBook predicts a 98% chance of Ripple going public. And I think Brad Garlinghouse did actually go on the record saying Ripple was going to go public. So I have no doubt in my mind that they will eventually. So according to a June 2023 report from the Crypto Basic, Jones further argued that the opportune time for Ripple to launch their IPO is when XRP has a low price. So that's an interesting concept there. Prominent U.S. attorney John Dean also predicted that Ripple could IPO within a year of securing a regulatory triumph in the United States. So guys, I have a feeling that, all the predictions are kind of pointing towards, I don't know, late 2024 into 2025 again. If they're going to take a page out of Coinbase's playbook, I would be doing it at the top of the market, which means possibly September, October 2025. This all just depends, of course. And on top of this, well, of course, FOMO will come in. And since, Ripple is a company associated with a specific cryptocurrency, what could it mean for the price of XRP? Such a massive increase could favorably impact the price of XRP, but there is little historic precedence of correlating data to accurately gauge the scale of this impact. Currently, XRP is trading just under 50 cents following the market crash. And again, XRP is just following the rest of the market. If XRP price did surge 1,200%, guys, the rate expected of Ripple shares, it could hit $6.63 per coin as per these calculations. So, I mean, you know, if we do see the perfect storm, and if we do see the IPO hitting at the time very close to the top of the market, or thereabouts, we could in fact see an XRP price surge. 1,200% though would bring us to about $6.63. Where would that bring us here on the fib? Roughly, well, very, very close, guys. To the 3.618, $3.31. This all coincides with Linda P. Jones' projection. I guess we just have to wait for Ripple shares to hit the market. And I mean, it has been suggested that Ripple will be IPOing at some point in the coming year. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.